Hi, Alyssa. My name's Rachel, and I'll be your counselor today. So, tell me, what brought you in for this session?
Well, about 2 months ago, I was in a terrible car accident. My friend was driving, and she walked away with a few bumps and bruises, but I'm left paralyzed from the waist down. Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very anxious lately about just living my everyday life. I'm so frustrated that this happened to me, and life can be so cruel sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I really miss my best friend. We haven't spoken in a very long time, but I feel like I'll never be able to forgive her for what she's done. We had been drinking that night, and I was supposed to drive, but I drank too much and I couldn't drive, and she said she was okay to drive, but clearly she wasn't, and here we are now.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'm so sorry that happened, and I may not be able to fully understand your frustration firsthand, but I know it's a very stressful and it's going to be a major change for you. But I also know that blaming your friend is going to just end up causing you more stress. It's going to be very tiring for you in the long run because it's never going to get any easier if you can't learn to forgive her and also forgive yourself, because you really can't dwell on it being her fault entirely, because if you think about it, it could have happened to anyone, and all the decisions we make in life leads to the path we're on now. Of course, she shouldn't have driven drunk. She should have known that. But you also got into the car that night too. So your decision also impacted what happened that night. But life has its up and down outside of your control. And we just need to deal with our own personal existence, because dwelling on mistakes of others can just and blaming them for your own problems, it was going to end up making it harder for you to cope with all this, because you want to be able to move past this, and just dwelling on all this negativity is just going to make everything so much harder for you. And it sounds like not having her in your life has also been a little bit taxing, because she was your best friend, and it was a mistake. I'm sure she feels really bad about it as well, and she could end up being a good support system for you in the long run to help you get through this if you allow yourself to do that.
I guess what you're saying does make sense. And I mean, I really do. I miss her a lot. I really do. But how can I call her now when it's I don't even have a purpose to get in bed every morning?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is harder, and I just feel so isolated from my friends and family. No one really understands what it's like to be me and what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always pitying me. I don't want the pity. I might be paralyzed, but I'm still me.
Exactly.
They get weird inviting me places, my friends and family. I don't want to be treated from them differently like this. It's just not right. Just because I have this accident and this happened to me, I shouldn't be.
Of course. Well, I'm sure all these people, your family, your friends, they all care about you, and just like this is going to be an adjustment for you, this is going to be a major adjustment for them to see you going through this, because they're going to feel bad because they see you struggling. But maybe if you talk to them and tell them that how you want them to help and how you don't need the pity, you just need their support, I'm sure they can understand, because I'm sure the clarity for them can really ease the transition for your new life, for them and for yourself, because I'm sure it's just more of the initial shock of the situation of it all. There's still time where there's still that healing period for everyone, but I'm sure that in time they're gonna realize you're still you. You still have all the abilities you used to, and you'll be able to get past this. Just they'll be able to not even realize this anymore.
I just hate it. I hate being this way. I don't even know what's good in my life anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna be struggling for the rest of my life. So is everyone always gonna pity me? It's not even my fault completely. This is going to be the rest of my life, so don't pity me now, because it's never going to change, I feel like.
Well, you know what? I mean, you just said that you're going to be struggling for the rest of your life. I'm sure that you won't be. I'm sure that you're going to, at first right now, it seems really hard and almost seems impossible that you're going to get through this, but you will. And you have people who care about you. You have a good support system, because it pains them to see you like this. I don't see your frustration as negative. I see it as you being faced with a challenge you're unsure how to cope with just yet. And, can you see that too?
I feel in a way, I get where you're coming from and, how you're seeing this, but also, not even just coping, it's a challenge that, like, it changed everything. Like,
Exactly.
So now I have to cope with it, and I've got to learn a new way to live my life.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have like it's just you're being faced with a new way of life, exactly. But you not only are you learning how to deal with it, but you're gonna learn how to just live it. You're dealing with a major change, but it doesn't mean you still don't have everything your old life offered to you. And in fact, you might have more than you even realize. Like, you have your relationships and your interests and values. What are some interests and values of yours that haven't changed?
Well, I still have a job, and I literally love that job. And sometime next week, they said I should be able to go back, and they all seem excited to have me back. But being driven is important to me, and hard work. I just hate to see, like, my schedule and going about my day and day so much harder and different than what I'm used to. Like, I'm used to being active and doing things all the time and always having something to do, and now, I can't really go to the gym, or I can't get myself around the same way, and I can't do everything that I used to do.
Exactly. But, I mean, you see that you still have the same stuff to live for. You still have those people at your work. You still have your job. You still see that being driven and hard work is important. And if you just apply drive and hard work to the healing process, it will make things easier for you in the long run. This does happen to people, unfortunately, because nothing is guaranteed in life, but you're in the beginning stages of overcoming it. Your feelings of isolation and anxiety are normal too, and experienced by many when they go through a major change like this that clearly not everyone experiences. But once you start accepting your new reality, that things will be different for you, but not less. You will really just learn how to live again. You'll learn new ways of getting around. You'll be able to work through your schedule effortlessly. You won't even think twice about it. I know you're interested in working out, like you said. You can find new ways to still go about that. You still have your drive. You still have your job, your hobbies, and your friends. So if you think about it, your experience is a new challenge to life. It's like a new life path, but you're not experiencing any less from your old life. So if you think about it in that way, it will be a lot easier for you to overcome it, because the frustration and it's like the feelings of isolation and everything else, because you will be able to just move past it a lot easier.
Yeah, sure, right about this. I haven't really thought about it like that. It's just all very new and adjustment. So I guess I have these feelings of uncertainty a lot more from time to time now. But I feel like talking about this with you, it kind of makes it seem more normal for me. And I realize, I need to start to move on and move forward. And it is going to be a process, and it's going to take time.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of time. And you took a great step by coming here and to try to talk through it. Because the view I take on counseling is kind of an existential one, where you create your own life, you create your purpose and everything, and you can relate to others through your strength and keep moving forward. By creating your own path, you're the one saying that you're still a person who matters, and you worry less about people's pity and what people may think, and you just go out and you do your thing and you just live the way you want to. And what you're doing right now is just starting a new life journey, and it will be an adjustment, like any new life transition, like new job, new home, new town. But and there will be times where it will be scary and you'll question things. But if you look at each day like you're trying to work to solve a new problem or overcome a new obstacle, like I'm sure what you do at work every day, then you can face. Then you're ready to face problems in your own life too.
I guess I never thought about it that way. Connecting it to my work makes sense, I guess I have a lot to keep working on, but I definitely feel better about my new life journey I'm about to take. And I guess I'm starting to let go of some of that frustration and blame. And I think maybe I'll call my friend tonight to catch up with her. I think that might be a good step.
That's a great step. And honestly, the fact that you're saying that you're starting to let go of your frustration and blame, it just shows how much you're already progressing. And we still have a lot to go, but it's a great step that you're taking. And I think that you can really learn a lot from this process. I think that's all the time we have for today. But next week we'll talk about, what you said to your friend and everything, and we'll see how you take from there. But I'm really glad you came for this session.
Thank you.